My life is like all about controversy and drama. No, I don't want to live a life of, oh, I was abused, I was what. No, I want to live a life of going forward. When it comes to relationships, I won't label my exes as
bad people.
Bad people.
Sure.
The bad happened. And I've been on one of the most people that people were trying to cancel and everything, but I want to say that I'm beyond the cancel culture. Friendship breakups are deeper than relationship breakups.
They hurt.
No.
Yeah.
It just goes. Can't we feel?
You fell in love one day. You fell in love. We all do. If you have never, I'm sorry. It's a beautiful feeling. You fell in love one day.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you kept it private for the most part of it. Falling in love, building together with a prominent radio personality. And we are now hearing of it when the love is not so beautiful anymore, or the uglier side of love. Do you remember when you guys fell in love?
Oh my gosh. Are you asking about love specifically, or
Do you remember when you fell in love with him?
I I can't say who and what, but regarding love, I would say as a person, people always expect the drama and everything, but the funny thing is when people or somebody decides to date me, I won't lie, and I'm not making this up. These people won't leave me alone. I'm a lover.
Yeah.
They love me. So anyone that I have dated falls deeply in love with me. And specifically, there's people that have known me for years that will come for me for years, trying to pursue me because I'm not that easy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And then once they get me, they don't get a piece of me immediately. So they get to know me and then they go like, oh, we're expecting this the drama, the that can maybe insult a person. And the funny thing, they get disappointed because besides social media, besides my brand and my blogs, I'm human.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the funny thing is I'm a sweetheart. I'm a lover. So what was your question again?
Are you suggesting that when people fall in love with you, they fall deeply, almost obsessive?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, correct. So it goes back to if a person can pursue you for like maybe 8 years or more, and still even like, okay, now we are on a dating stage. You are the inner and I'm staying sent and I'm fine. I've got my own things. I've got my car. I've got whatever, my life going on. And when you meet me and you see the beauty side of me, you don't see the crazy, you see on the internet, then immediately you go like, I don't want you in Santon anymore. I want you in my house.
Yeah.
But because I'm a lover girl, I'd be like, I will respect my man at this point. I'll go and stay with you. And yeah, I'll just be the lover girl.
So you were pursued for 8 years by the radio personality. You stayed together.
Which radio personality, guys? Nah.
It's in your own words. You've alleged in the papers through court documents that you were in a relationship that ended up in abuse. Your own words in the papers, and you've never disputed it. Come out and dispute it and say those publications were producing false news about you, right? So you fell in love, were pursued for all these years by this person. it's a question. I'm not imposing that it happened. You can dispel whether I'm right or wrong. You lived together at a point, kept it private, but now we're only learning about it when the very sad thing of alleged abuse has happened.
Yo, guys, I thought I'm here to talk about my cups. Not all of that. But all I can say is, what is your question again? Like, my head is all over.
Are you okay?
I maybe, and maybe not.
Which is
Yeah.
fair. Which is fair.
Maybe and
Is that
maybe not.
situation still difficult to deal with?
Yeah.
Okay. I think
Yeah.
that's fair. I think that's fair. Where are we on the
Because
healing scale?
we are there's lawyers involved.
Okay.
There is a lot of things involved. So all I can say is the person was a nice person. We enjoyed our time. We're always together almost every day. And I think what went wrong is what I would say is back in the, because the person does not drink and everything, and I kind of maybe had a drinking problem, kind of, maybe that's what he believed that I had, and maybe, but we were doing this relationship thing quite nice and private, and that was amazing. So at this point I would not emphasize on people pointing, the media pointing, oh, abuse, this is, and because even if maybe allegedly, maybe it happened or not, at this point where I am, I don't want to live a life of, oh, I was abused, I was what. No, I want to live a life of going forward. I want to be this beautiful girl that,
Which
maybe
you are.
I want to be this beautiful girl,
Yes.
having hope
Yeah.
to fall in love again.
Yes.
And be like, no relationship is perfect. It's not even about that one only. Or most relationships, fairy tale. I'm a nice girl when it comes to, I will mop the floor. I would even go on like Kealeboga. I'm a lover girl. So at this point, I won't sit and tarnish any ex of mine, because even
It's unfair.
It's unfair.
Yeah.
I had this, I'll make an example with Utapiwa. The pastor is a pastor. We dated for a couple of, like a long time, and then everything happened so fast. That's one person I can comfortably talk about on interviews because it's so matured. This man, I thought it was too good to be true. So he's a pastor now, and when I met him, I was driving a Polo Vivo, and it was overheating. He was like, Inno, you can't be a celebrity and you're driving a Polo. But at that point, guys, I don't want to, like, even till today, yes, I can be so big or whatever that people think, but I feel like cars and phones, they're just material things. As long as a person can get from point A to B.
Sure.
I have them all. Yes, I do have those things, but I feel like it's because of adding to the status. So all I can say is, when it comes to relationships, I won't label my exes as
bad people.
Sure. The bad happened.
Like most relationships.
But for Inno to stay in any relationship for a couple of months, for a couple of years, staying with a man, and now I want to rubbish any man on an interview, it won't be fair. Because what about the nice times that we had together? Because yes, we can. I feel like the bad moments, that's when, like the same way with Utapiwa, I love him. I love him still as a friend because I'm scared of him. And he still loves me. He won't leave me alone. Sorry. And the others, y'all know yourselves. But I would just like to say that that's why I feel like people emphasize on the abuse, because that's when it triggers the most.
Sure.
And I had this other ex I dated for like over 3 years. That was like one of my most longest relationships. So everybody was like, it was with Chris. That's Chris. That's my ex. We stayed together for like 3 years, Morningside in Santon. And people labeled me as this girl. I want things from guys. I don't care. Chris didn't even have a car, but we're like staying together at that time, like helping each other. So he was even driving my car at that time that I was paying for, and my dad was helping me to pay for. So, but when I decided to leave Chris, initially, that's when he tried to fight me in front of my mom, my dad, I was like, done. And then with Utapiwa, when I decided that we are done, was when money was going into his head. And he could think that, oh, now I'm taking you to the clubs. We are used to pubs. Now you go into the clubs, you are popping A's. You think you can talk to me anyhow. You can walk all over me. Yeah, that's when I was like, this is done. And we went to his house. And I remember there was a time, there was there's a chair that had, what's this? So I thought this person was going to stab me with that because everything is happening so fast. So we're both very physical, both.
Okay.
And when my friends now, they were like, we are all scared of your guy and even you. So my friends had to be like, every time you're calling us to help you, but we can't help anymore. That's when I decided I have to stop. Even with other people you're asking me about, the media personalities.
Yeah.
I have pictures and videos of him throwing my bags around. Saying, I don't know what, like a man will ask you move in, and once they get upset, they will try to chase you like a dog. And I'm not a dog. I've got my own money. I buy my own bags. I buy my own things. And like I said, life is not about material things. Like I don't care much. Yes, it's a plus on our life, but the moments that matters is when I'm with you in the silence. How are you behaving around me when we are just chilling? Besides the gigs, besides the interviews, what type of a person are you when people are not there?
Upon reflection, how has it made you feel that so many of your romantic relationships have ended in drama? When you're all alone thinking to yourself, because we do reflect sometimes, even when things are done to us, we take accountability for the wrong we contributed, right? Now you look very calm, and as I said, you look very beautiful. You're happy. You came here. You gave us amazing attitude, amazing energy. So I see there's a level of healing that you've chosen to do, right? How do you feel about the drama that it always ends in, and do you still want things to end like that in future?
And I like that question. Is what I always tell everybody, that what happens to you, whether it's good or bad, you sometimes also have to like do a self introspection.
Absolutely, yeah.
And then I'm like, in between everything, that's why when you're asking me about the abuse, sorry, and then I don't emphasize on that most, because I'm like, okay, how did I contribute in this? How did I trigger somebody? So I feel like as a person, maybe I would trigger somebody with words. Maybe if things don't go my way, or if I would, how can I say this? Like relationships are like that. They become a bit toxic. And there is no way
if we are unhealed in certain aspects of who we are.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why before I move on, I like to do some self-care and self-love, so that I love myself more.
Yeah.
But I don't want to lie, I've done that so much, in a point whereby whether I'm in a relationship or not, I'll go get my hair done, nails done, I'll look pretty. But then when I date this man, I feel like it intimidates them that, oh, you are this
Barbie doll.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then that's when now the move in will come, like, okay, be here. Like they don't want me to be for the public anymore. They do try to act like, well, we wish you well, do this, but I can see that you want me to just be here.
So you're saying men get attracted to the Barbie and then want to tame her and put her in a house and make her a hidden housewife?
Thank you.
Ne?
The funny thing, yes, they do that a lot. They do that, and they would act like, no, I like it when you're working. They like it when you're working, when it's TV shows, when you're getting more popular. But when it's like the clubs and other things, they become like, they become a bit more insecure. That's when now emotionally it's draining them, but they won't tell you. But you will see it. That's where the self-introspection comes. And then you'd see that, okay, Konisha Manzi.
Do you like being a Barbie doll now for yourself?
Yeah, I feel like I'm a black Barbie.
Yeah.
Am I not a black Barbie?
You're gorgeous.
I am, but it takes a lot of work and money and dedication. I mean, growing up, I've done patience. Even my daughter is in patience. I'm not emphasizing that, oh, a black child should just be this girl with the Brazilian hair, with the, the artificial. I think people think Barbie is all about that. Sorry, who's flipping calling me? I need to put my phone on flight mode. I'm so sorry.
No probs. Yeah, people think that Barbie is all about artificialness, and that's why I'm asking you if you like being a Barbie, because a lot of it has people thinking Inno is highly superficial and artificial. So do you relate with being superficial and artificial?
I do relate to that because I've done plastic surgeries but I feel like before even plastic surgery, I was the Inno. I was a popular girl as a
natural.
Yeah. I'll have to say it this way. I was fat. I was a fat girl. But I was still the Inno. I was still running the clubs. People knew me in the industry of the clubs.
Yes,
because I feel like that's where I'm popular. Yeah.
What happens there? Actually, take me there.
To the clubs.
What's going on there? What does your day look like when you're at work at a club?
The club? Like now, I'm very stressed. It looks easy, but it's stressful. I have to get the baddies, the ballers. I have to get the rich men to come to the club. I have to get the cute Barbie dolls, the girls. So if people think I can be a club host, no, you can't, honey. You have to deliver. Even though I'm a brand, people book me because of what I bring.
Okay.
Yes, the club plus minus, they can give you a 10,000 award appearance, but what are you bringing? They give you a ride.
Kholwa emandleni onawo.
Oh my, we're finally doing this. What does EYL Africa represent? It's about standing in your power. It's about, in isiZulu, it's Kholwa emandleni onawo, which is our tagline. You will see it on the back of my t-shirts. It's about believing in the power that you have, believing in the power that your God, your guides have invested in you. Shop our socks, shop our t-shirt, and just keep believing in yourself. EYL Africa.
Now available on EYLshop.Africa.